making head tubes for the second batch of the Mad Dog 20-inch frames. Alright, so just a little random QC stop today. We're making head tubes for the second batch of the Mad Dog 20-inch frames, and I'd like to just come in occasionally, check all the dimensions, make sure that all the holes are the right diameter, make sure they're in the right place, check the ID for the bearings, check the OD of the part, overall length, and that's what we're doing. So I'll do the OD, I'll do the ID. So those are both good. Do the position of the holes. Those are good. The overall length, perfect. And then just the OD of the tube. The height of the machining ridges. Seems like a little overkill sometimes to do all these measurements repeatedly, but actually you never know. So if something really weird happened, if the program got changed in the machine and the dimensions got goofed up, this would be a good time to catch it. So everything's looking good on this guy. This is our 5-inch Mad Dog head tube. Same one we use on the 20-inch frame and the 22-inch frame. So we've got the Challenger cap and Challenger bodies getting machined now. Got my drawing here. Got my notes. Again, we're just going to do a quick little, some quick little measurements, just make sure everything's on track. I would be shocked if they weren't perfect, but you never know. At the paint shop, we're looking at some bars, some frames, and some forks, going over all the, basically quality control. This fork's got an issue. You can see it here. So we're gonna sandblast this and we're gonna repaint this. It's the kind of stuff that they catch here before it gets to us. This is a trans teal Steel Panther. This is a one-off frame for On Your Left Cycles in Louisville. This thing is as perfect as trans paint is ever going to be. That guy's going to be on his way. We've got a whole batch of trans red bars over there as well with no rework. So out of everything we've got over here, you can see we've got a whole rack of frames, Steel Panthers for clear. The only thing we've got to rework on is this one form. So it's pretty good. So we've had a few people asking about this new frame, which is the THD, which is a street-specific frame that we came out with recently. This one's in gloss clear. I've got it sitting next to the Trans Black Holy Diver frame because the THD is basically an updated version of the Holy Diver. It's got the taller head tube. It's got the double gussets, although we went with a little bit larger gusset. And we went with a thicker, more dent-resistant down tube on the THD because it is more of a street frame. We spread the top tube and the down tube out a little bit on the head tube, which I think looks better with the taller standover, which is 925. The Holy Diver was 9-inch even. So the THD is basically tall Holy Diver. And most street riders don't want a big sticker like that on their frame. They're gonna peel it off anyway. So we went with these smaller, more subtle stickers that Hoder drew up, which came out really good. And since it's a street frame, we took the brakes off completely, so you don't have the thread-on brake mounts, you don't have the thread-on cable guide. It's totally clean. We went with the compact 1/4 inch thick heat-treated dropout, which is the same one from the Holy Diver, which is good for pegs. It's super strong. And that's basically it. It's a taller, slightly modified, stronger, more street-specific version of the Holy Diver. As the Holy Diver starts to sell out, we will be phasing that one out, and the THD will be the new version. So check it out. It's on the site. It's got some good colors, and we also did it in a shorter 20.25 top tube because it is a street frame. We didn't do the Holy Diver, which was more of an all-around frame, in a 20.25 top tube. So that's a new top tube length, and there's 3 different colors. They are in stock now. Check them out.
What do we got? So, just back from paint. This is the first S&M 26-inch dirt jumper frame that we've done. We've done them before, but under a different brand. But this is going to be the first S&M branded 26-inch dirt jumper. We're keeping the pretty simple geometry, 69 head tube, 8 under bottom bracket, 15.5 rear end, and then a 10-inch standover. That's all BMX terminology. The mountain bikers have their own, but we'll just go with that. We did go to the 52-42 head tube, so you can run your big 1.5-inch headset and fork, and then still 27.2 C-post. We got little shields cut out and all the bridges. It's a nice little touch. And this frame also has chain tensioners. Hunter is going to be the lucky individual, the lucky SOB, to ride this first one. And we're going to get his feedback and then figure out, we got materials for it. We just got to figure out what exactly we're going to do and go off his feedback and figure it out.
Yeah, too stoked. Actually heading up to Woodward after this to go build it up, try it out. Hopefully not sprocket case too many jumps. But yeah, too stoked, man. This is a long time coming. Unreal.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy that I'm holding it right now.
Gotta put it through the test, you know?
Yeah. Gonna try.
This is the new fit 16-inch aftermarket frame we were talking about earlier. Basically what we're trying to do is make a lighter frame with an integrated head tube. And we're making a frame fork combo, so the whole thing will be even lighter because the fork will have a shorter steer tube. And we also have a bar that we're making that's sized a little bit different, that again is going to be stronger and lighter. We're making 2 of these frame sets. They're both going to Australia.
What's your initial thoughts there, Lenny? What are you thinking so far?
Light.
It's light. What are you thinking on the bar, Gio?
I think they're good.
Yeah.
Maybe I can slow down.
Yeah, I reckon you gotta table this jump coming back to us.
Yeah. I love it. Cruise, thanks, Mel.
Cool new bike. What's your favorite part?
Probably the frame.
Good choice. Do you like the colour?
Yeah, and I also like this.
Looking at some bars, some frames, and some forks. As perfect as trans paint is ever gonna be. Taller, slightly modified, stronger, more street-specific version of the Holy Diver.
S&M 26-inch dirt jumper frame.